Hey y'all, what's up? It's Julie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are new here, it's a great time to be new here because I have not posted a video in over a year. Or I guess not over a year. It'll be a year on January 1st. So as long as this video goes up before January 1st, it will not be over a year. But it's also a WIP Parade video, so I'm going to show all of my projects. So it's also a great time to see everything that I am working on. A lot has happened in the past year, and by a lot I mean a lot. I'm not going to go into like a huge life update video, but I will just quickly go over kind of everything that's been happening, which will kind of explain why I haven't filmed a video in so long. So like I said, my last video was posted on January 1st, 2024. It was a 2023 WIP Parade. But I actually had filmed it like a couple days before it was posted, so the end of December 2023. So since that video, on New Year's Eve / New Year's Day 2023, I guess it was technically after midnight, I got engaged. And you would think, like that's the big exciting news. Well, that is exciting and that is big. But since then, I have also graduated college. So I graduated with a degree in secondary education / history. It was a double major. Graduated May 10th, actually, was my graduation ceremony. May 10th. And then on May 11th, I got married. So I had my wedding the day after I graduated college. Which was also my husband's birthday. And then, let's see, I started my first full-time job, which is not in teaching. It is, I'm not going to say what it's in, just because if you have watched my videos before, you know kind of where I live, and if I tell you what I'm doing, you'd be able to find my job pretty easily. But it is not in teaching. It has nothing to do with teaching. So I started my first full-time job, and then, let's see, so got engaged, graduated, got married, started my first full-time job, and then I got 2 kittens. So, this was kind of completely not planned. Me and my coworker I share an office with one other person, and we were sitting in our office one day and we heard like an animal crying, and so I look out the window and there's like this itty bitty kitten underneath the bush outside of our window, like looking up at me, just meowing. So we go outside and catch him. It was not easy. He was not happy. He was running away from us, growling, hissing, but we did get him, and now he lives in my apartment. And he is the sweetest kitten ever. He definitely warmed up to people very quickly. And then we felt like he needed a sibling, so we got another kitten to be his brother. So we have 2 boy kittens. They're about 6 months old now. So that was back in August. And then in September, I found out that I am pregnant. So I'm 21 weeks today, actually. I'm due in May. So actually I'm due on May 11th, which is our 1-year wedding anniversary. So like I said, a lot has happened since I last filmed a video. Engaged, graduated, married, full-time job, moved into our own first apartment, got 2 kittens, and now I'm expecting our first baby. So yeah, that kind of explains my absence from making videos, but I am back, and hopefully in 2025 I will post more update videos. I'm not gonna try and give myself some sort of schedule at this point because I'm just unsure what I'll be able to do, especially once a baby gets here. But I do want to definitely post some more update videos throughout the year, and not just one kind of WIP Parade a year. That is not the goal and not what I planned for this past year, but like I said, life clearly got in the way, so yeah, but I am back, and we are going to do a WIP parade today. Like I said, I'm going to show all of my projects. I have, let's see, I have 19 WIPs to show today. I did not have any finishes in 2024. I have mainly been working on big and mostly full coverage projects, so no finishes over here, but lots of progress. So I have them divided up by the year that they were started, not exact start date because I don't have that information, unfortunately, but I do have them divided up by what year they were started. So we're going to start in 2020 and then work our way up to 2024. And I have all of my WIPs in this bag that's sitting on the floor in front of me, so hopefully keeping it like that will keep this organized and not super duper long, because they're kind of all right in front of me. I have the list in front of me, so we should be good to go. Okay, so the first WIP, like I said, starting in 2020, not exactly in order of when they were started though, but this one is Stitcherovia. The pattern is called Butterflies. So this is what the pattern looks like, and I unfortunately did not work on this one at all this year, so there's no progress picture to show, but here's what I have done. It's a super cute pattern, and I would love to have it finished, but obviously you have to work on things to finish them, and I just haven't prioritized this one, but super cute. Love all the different colors, and yeah, it is on 18 count Aida, most likely from Michaels, which is going to be a very common trend among my 2020 starts. They're almost all on 18 count Aida. Also, sorry about the noise, the zipping, and also the background noise. We live right next to a major highway that is always busy, so there's nothing I can do about the noise coming from it, but hopefully it's not too bothersome. Okay, the next one is a full coverage Heaven and Earth design. This one is Mountain Cabin. It's the mini version by Dominic Davison. So this is what the pattern looks like. And in my last video, my 2023 WIP parade, I said that my goal was to finish this one this year, and I don't even think that I worked on it. I'm gonna put up the picture of what it looked like in 2023 because I can't remember if I worked on it or not. And if I did, you might not even be able to see a difference, but that's where it was at the beginning of the year. So let's see if you can see any sort of progress. I think I may have put like 100 stitches in it. So here it is. Like I said, I honestly do not know if there's any progress, but I don't know, I just was not drawn to it. I think I said at the beginning of the year that there was like, if I had done 70 stitches a day, then it would be finished. Clearly didn't happen, not even close. It's on 18 count Aida, which I don't really love stitching full coverage on 18 count anymore. So I think that's part of the reason why I just have not been drawn to it. And I kind of regret doing the mini version because I just wish that there was more detail, especially like in the sky, and just in general. So I just haven't been drawn to it. A big bulk of the pattern down here is also just a reflection. There's like a lake, and it is just a reflection of the cabin and sky and stuff. So I don't know, I'm just not super drawn to it, but I do really want to get it finished. Like I said, this is still 22, I don't know if I said it actually. There's 10 starts in 2020, so that are still WIPs, so this is number 2 of 10. But yeah, I don't know. It's at 62.95%. So over halfway there. Just, I don't know. Haven't been drawn to it. So we'll see what happens this year. I do, like I said, want to finish it, but other things have called my name. So okay, number 3 is Rosewood Manor's Dreaming of Mums. I did work on this one. So here's what the finished pattern looks, or actually I'll just show you the cover. So here's what the finished pattern looks like. Super pretty. I love all the pinks in it. Yeah, super pretty pattern. So here it was at the beginning of 2024. And like I said, I did actually work on this one, which did kind of surprise me. I don't really remember working on it, but when I was going through looking for progress pictures, I was surprised that I actually did work on this. So let's try to put them side by side. So I believe I completed some things over here. I don't remember exactly what, but obviously you can see. So super duper pretty. This one is charted in Weeks Dye Works, but I'm doing it in DMC. I just converted them to DMC colors. And I think it's still turning out super pretty. So I think I started doing it by page, so I want to say let me actually look. I want to say I have like 2 pages done now. Yeah, it looks like I started working by page, so this is about 2 pages of the pattern. So hopefully that one comes out in 2025. I don't really have any plans. I think the best course of action for me is to just work on what I feel like working on and not pressuring myself to do certain projects. Okay, number 4 is another full coverage Heaven and Earth design. This one is Believe by Sue Miller. So this is what it will look like when it is finished. So I originally had started this one in 2020 on 18 count, but I since have restarted on 28 count, because I just prefer 28 count over 18 for full coverage. So here it was at the beginning of the year. And let's put these side by side. Here it is now. So almost a page on this one. I did most of this at the beginning of the year. I don't think I've worked on it since probably March, maybe even earlier than that. But we're close to a page finish, and I am happy with the progress on it. So you can see, you know, like the bow and some candy canes on the tree. So I think it's really pretty. I am doing the Royal Rose method on this one, so that's why there's all these park threads. And yeah. Okay. That one is at 4.51%. So 4.5% on that one. Okay, number 5 is, sorry that I'm like looking this way. I have a list of the WIPs sitting up right here. But number 5 is Country Cottage Needleworks, Let Us Rejoice. Again, 2020. And this, yeah, here we go. This is what it will look like. It says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." And I did not work on this one at all, so no progress picture. But this is on actually 14 count Ada, this pretty light blue color. So here's my progress on this one. And I think that this like white house will be super cute on the blue fabric. Yeah, honestly, this would not be that hard to finish. It's not like a super big pattern, so I need to get going on it. Okay, number 6 is another Stitch Robia pattern. This one is Summertime, and here's what it'll look like when it is finished. I did not work on this one at all this year, so no progress picture, but here it is. And obviously I did not iron any of my projects, so I apologize. But yeah, super bright, fun colors in this, and it's a very like easy project to work on because there's just lots of blocks of color. But yeah, again, another one that would not really take long at all to finish, and should not be a WIP still 5 years later. But that's crazy to think that 2020 is almost 5 years ago. Crazy. Okay, number 7 is one that I need to restart, and have said probably in the past 2 WIP parades that I'm gonna restart, and I just haven't bought the fabric for it. Really is the only reason. But it is Autumn Sampler by Sandy Orton, charted by Cooler Classic Designs. Here is what it will look like. So I think I explained this in my last video, but when I originally started this, I was an elementary school major. I was studying to be an elementary school teacher, and I thought this would be really cute in like a elementary school classroom. Then I switched to secondary education. Still would work in a classroom, but obviously I did not actually decide to go into teaching, so I think that's another part of why I haven't made this a priority. Not that it needs to go in a classroom, like it would still be super cute inside of my house, but I think because I had started it with that in mind, like I don't know, maybe that's why, maybe not. But here's my original start. I think this is 14 count. I'm pretty sure this is 14 count. So it would have been really, really big on this fabric. Here's the full piece of fabric. And I just don't need it that big. And I also enjoy working on smaller counts now, or higher counts. Smaller or higher? You know what I mean. So I just need to get new fabric for it and start over. And I think I am going to do that this year, because I really do want to do this pattern and the other seasonal ones that kind of match it by Sandy Orton. So, but yeah, super cute. Just not gonna continue on this fabric. Okay, number 8 is Happy Harvest Scarecrow by Imaginating Designs. Oh geez, I'm spilling thread everywhere. So here is the finished pattern. Super cute. I did not work on this one at all, so no progress picture. I think this is also on 14 count. So again, he's just gonna be very large. So here's what I have. So really there's not too much more to go. I think mainly there's just like that basket of pumpkins at the bottom. Yeah. So, I mean, that still is like a good amount of stitching, but just a basket of pumpkins. That's it. That's all it would take. Super cute. I need to fix some of the back stitching though. It started to come out. So I need to fix that as well. But, oh my goodness. I'm just spilling fat thread everywhere. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay. What are we on? Number, oh geez. No, I'm losing my needle. Okay. Number 9 is Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. Here is the pattern. I'm pretty sure we've almost all seen this one. Very popular pattern. And this is my only Halloween pattern. I'm not like a huge Halloween person, so I don't know. Maybe that's, I have not worked on this, so maybe that's why. But I do really like the pattern, and it would be nice to just have like one good Halloween project to hang up during Halloween. So, like I said, did not work on this, but here is my progress. So I actually feel like I have a really good amount done on this one, considering how big this pattern really is. I feel like that's a good amount. And this is also on 14 count, so another one that's gonna be really big. We're still in 2020, which is the year that I started cross stitching. So I guess I was afraid to do like smaller counts at that time, but so everything's just really big from 2020. This fabric is very soft, very nice to work with, and this is one of the only projects that I am using the called for fancy floss, so instead of DMC conversion. Okay, and our last 2020 start is Croft Garden by Winding Stitches. If I can find it, I'm gonna put the picture here of what it will look like. This is discontinued. I don't think that I got it on Etsy. It's Winding Stitches, like WENDING stitches. I don't think that their shop sells these patterns anymore, but that is what it will look like. And I did work on this one, so here is the progress picture. And then I actually worked on this one quite a bit, so I think this is the right way. Here it is now. Sorry about all the like parked threads, but super pretty, lots of specialty stitches. There's some sparkly thread on there, and I think this is like one page done out of, I want to say 4, so about 25% there. This one does take a little bit more like brain power, since I can't always remember how to do all of the specialty stitches, but super pretty. Would love to finish this one. Okay, now we're gonna turn the page in our notebook to 2021. So like I said, I only have 19 projects, and 10 of those are coming from 2020, so over half are 2020 starts. So we have 2 in 2021. The first one is a stitch along from Fox and Rabbit. Like I said, this is their 2021 stitch along. This is what it looks like. It is, I think the title of it is Talavera. which is kind of how I helped choose the colors that I'm using. I did not work on this one at all this year. So here it is. Super pretty. Not my typical color palette, actually. I'm definitely more of a pink, purpley, red type of girl, but super pretty still. Like I said, the color inspiration was from the title Talavera. So if you look up like Talavera pottery, you'll see kind of similar colors. And I think it's very pretty. So yeah, this is on, I want to say 18 count. I don't know where the fabric is from, honestly, but I think it's 18 count. Okay, the second 2021 start is another full coverage, Heaven and Earth design. This one is Hidden Harbor by Andy Russell. So this is also one that I restarted. I originally started it on 18 count and have since changed it over to 28 count. So here's what it will look like. And yeah, I definitely worked on this. So here is the start of 2024. And here it is now. So I don't think I worked on it a bunch. I think that kind of maybe here down to the start of those buildings is what I worked on. And I am doing this in the Royal Rose method as well, hence all of the tangled parked threads. But this one is just really, really pretty. I think the detail is so good and the colors just pop. It's just such a nice pattern. Super pretty. And again, this is now on 28 count. It was a restart. Did I write down? Yes, this one is at 9.53%. So almost 10%. Super, super pretty. Love that one. Okay, 2022. I had 4 starts in 2022. The first one is a long dog sampler. This is Legal High. Here is the pattern. I unfortunately did not work on this one, but pulling it out, I'm like, why did I not work on it? It's so, so pretty. So here is my start. Am I holding this the right way? Yeah, I think so. So pretty. It just, like, it's on 28 count, and I feel like it just looks so, like, I don't know, lacy's not the right word, maybe like delicate, I don't know. I just absolutely love it. And I'm like pulling it out, like, why would I not work on this? Why did this not come out at all? I have no idea, but so pretty. Definitely gonna try and get work done on this in 2025 because I do love it. So okay, number 14, our second 2022 start, is another full coverage. I have too many full coverages and I just started another one. So this one is Heaven and Earth Tiki Beach Sunset, the Story Keep version by Amy Stewart. So it's like a cropped piece of a larger pattern. So here's what it will look like. And then there is what it looked like at the beginning of the year. And I definitely worked on this. I don't know how much, but definitely got a little bit of work in on this. So here it is. I want to say I got a good amount done on this because I feel like I was kind of at the lizard, chameleon, lizard? Is this a lizard? I feel like I was at this guy, maybe. So super pretty pattern. I was doing Royal Rose on this one and then decided that I just wanted to work in all of the bark threads, so that's why it looks a little bit messy, and then I kind of just ended the threads down here and will eventually cut those off, but yeah, another 28 count, which is what I do all my full coverages on now, because I just love the coverage I get and they aren't massive. So yeah, that one is 35.5%. So pretty good progress on that one. Number 15 is a modern folk embroidery pattern. This is what it will look like. It's called Christmas Town. And did not work on this one. So here it is. This is 18 count gray Aida fabric from Zweigart. To me, this looks light blue. I don't know if it's showing up like that on camera, but in person, I swear it's light blue. But the tag and the name of it is Mystic Gray. There we go. I don't think I just said that. It's Mystic Gray by Zweigart. But I feel like it looks blue. So there it is. I kind of want to restart this one on like a darker gray fabric and just do it in one color instead of making it colorful, but I'm not decided on that yet. So we'll see what happens. Okay, number 16 and our last 2022 start is by Carolyn Manning, and it is called Birthday Cake. So here it is finished, or there's the pattern. Did not work on this one, unfortunately. So here's my very small start on this one. This is 28 count, so it is pretty small on here. And I am using XCX threads because I had them when I started it and they weren't being used on anything. So I was like, might as well use them for something. So yeah, these are XCX threads. Okay, 2 more to go. I have another Long Dog sampler. This one is 2023 start, and here's what it will look like. It is Saga. And I have worked on this one, so here's the progress picture, and you'll see in the side-by-side that I've changed colors. Oh, this is the wrong one. So here is now, there we go. Here it is now. And as you can see, I switched colors up. So originally I was just gonna kind of pool different colors how I wanted to for each arch, and then I decided I didn't love that, so I decided to make it a very pink pattern. I love pink, so I really like working on this now that I changed it out. So I think I pulled out some of the stuff in this arch and in this one and change the colors. So I'm using mostly pinks, and then I have 2 different greens and kind of a darker like maroon reddish color. So I really like it now. I think it's gonna be super pretty. So yeah, this is another absolutely massive design that's gonna take me a long time to finish. Oh, I actually have 2 more left after this one. But again, 28 count. I don't have a percentage on this one, so. But super pretty. Absolutely love the colors now that I switched them out. Okay. Number 18, and this is where we get into 2024 starts. And actually, both of these 2 starts were in the past like 2 months. So Pretty new starts, and I did not necessarily need to start anything new, but I really wanted to. So the first one is Heaven and Earth World Travel Bookshelf. This is the supersized and max color version, so another absolutely massive project that will take me a long time to finish. So there's what it will look like. Obviously, this was a start, so there's no before picture. And here is my start. Sorry, ignore all of the loose threads over here. But yeah, so I've done the first page and I started on the second one. Not too much really to see yet. You can see like the start of this woman's head coming through. But other than that, not much popping through in the pattern yet. This, I will say honestly, this first page was very frustrating to work on. There was so much confetti. I don't even know if you can tell, but there were a lot of colors used in this first page. So it took a long time. Like I want to say I started it in October, and I finished the page in the beginning of December. So it took me a long time, but there it is. Obviously, so much more to go. And I'll show you. The fabric is absolutely massive. I don't even know if you can see the full thing, but absolutely massive project. Again, 28 count. And I'm really excited about this one though. I love this pattern and I can't wait to I know it's gonna take me like many years to finish this, but I'm excited about it. For me, like, and you can probably tell through the projects I choose and the fact that I haven't had any finishes, but for me, I really like the process of stitching more than actually finishing things. Finishing is just kind of a bonus, but I really love the process, so I'm excited to work on this one throughout the years and see it come to life eventually. Okay, and our last start for 2024 is one that I started 3 days ago, I think 2 days ago. And this is the Heaven and Earth 2025 stitch along. So unfortunately, if you haven't joined yet, it is closed. I think it closed on December 13th. But there were 12 different charts to choose from. I'll put up a picture of those right here. And the goal is to stitch at least 6 pages in 2025. And if you do that, then you'll get all of the 12 patterns. If you finish the pattern, then you get all of the 12 of those, and then also one free chart of your choice from the Haid website. So I chose to do the Drinks on the Beach, I think that's what it's called, Drinks on the Beach pattern. I don't remember who it's by, but I'll put it on the screen. And they released the first set of, like, they send the pattern in 4 parts throughout the year, and they sent the first part early, so it wasn't supposed to be sent until 2025, but they sent it early, so I did get a start on it the past 2 days. So here is my little start. This is almost, I want to say, 700 stitches. Let me get this thread off. So yeah, lots of blues, because I think the first 4 pages are going to be lots of sky. So a lot of blue, but again, 28 count. And we'll see if I can finish it, or at least get 6 pages done in 2025. But I think this is a pretty good start. I would say I worked on it for about 3 or 4 hours so far. So yeah, that is all of my cross stitch projects. I also have started to get into knitting and have started my first sweater. So where's the, oh, it must have fallen off. So I started my first sweater. So here it is. As you can see, it's a top down from the collar, and it's like a variegated, or I guess, is it still called variegated? Color changing yarn. Super pretty, super soft, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, that's what I've been working on throughout this absolutely crazy year that I've had. Like I said, I'm not gonna really make any plans for 2024 other than I want to post update videos throughout the year, and I'm just gonna work on what I want to work on. Whatever feels like it's calling me. Clearly, for the most part, that has been full coverage designs, although those long dog samplers are definitely calling to me. And yeah, so I guess we'll just work on whatever we work on. I'll update whenever I can. So definitely hit subscribe if you aren't already to see my 2025 videos, which will hopefully be more than one. It'll definitely be more than one. I will post update videos this year. Just don't know how often. So hit the subscribe button if you want to stick around and see what I work on in 2025. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you soon.